happies, how are we all doing? Welcome to my first video of 2022 and Happy New Year! I hope that you guys are having the most amazing start to 2022 and had such a wonderful Christmas, festive season, whatever it is that you were celebrating, and are feeling refreshed and excited for all that the year has to offer. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, 2022 for me has started in a kind of weird way. I'm gonna talk to you guys about it in a second, but the main thing is that I'm finally back. Essentially, today's video is just gonna be a really nice at-home vlog. As you can see by the title, I also have some really exciting moving updates, which if you guys caught up with my last video before the new year, I announced that I am moving into a new apartment, which is something that I'm so excited about. So I have some moving updates for you guys. I'm also actually going to start preparing for my move in this video by doing a wardrobe clear out, which honestly I've been putting off for the longest amount of time, guys, but we're gonna get to it. And then part of this video is actually in collaboration with the company Cricut, which if you haven't heard about them before, they make a really cool DIY cutting machine, which I'm going to be using to customize some of the clothes that I find in my like wardrobe clear out. So that should be really fun to take you guys along with me on. And then yeah, at the end I'm going to show you some of the bits that I've picked up for the new flat. So make sure to stay until the end for that. But for now I'm going to take you guys over to my couch and we can start off the video with a bit of the catch up that I've been saying. Also, my hair is straight again. You can never keep up with me, hey? I'm always saying how much I hate straight hair, but we're back again. Also guys, actually, I'm doing braids soon. How exciting. So this is actually one of the last times you're gonna see me with this hair, which for anyone who is new is from @iffy_London. I wanted to kind of just catch up with you guys friend to friend, which is something that I feel like I do only in my sit down videos, and I contemplated making this as a sit down, but I really want to start integrating more of these like candid and open conversations within vlogs, and particularly the topic which I'm going to talk to you guys about. I think a lot of you guys might be able to relate to it, and yeah, it's just important to have these conversations. Long story short, I have found that since the new year has started, I have been in the most interesting headspace. For me, I personally love the festive season and that lead up to New Year's to really just unwind and unplug and just like spend time with family and friends, which is what I was doing. And then yeah, as it gets closer towards January the 1st, I like to really sit down and reflect on everything that happened in the year, reflect on all of the good things, reflect on the things that I want to improve on. And as I'm sure you guys know, last year was undoubtedly the most amazing year of my life to date. It's something I'm so grateful to God about. Like, I can't even believe it was real when I think about it. From landing my dream job as a presenter, to traveling the world, to just all the amazing things and opportunities that I got to experience is something that I'm just forever grateful to God that I got to experience. And the fact that I get to do it all again this year as well is just so exciting. But what I noticed in my reflections period is how much I actually was neglecting my own personal life. Like, the best way I can put it is that on paper I had the best year of my life to date, but then in terms of like my mind, body, soul, last year was probably one of the worst ones, and I actually have been feeling very imbalanced, which was so bizarre to me to come to the realization of, because at the time I was just in go, go, go mode throughout the year. Like, I felt like everything was fine, but it was only until I had that moment of still over the holidays where I could really sit back and think, okay, let's actually analyze this, let's unpack this. And in the process of analyzing and unpacking, which may I just say was very difficult, but it needed to be done, I realized that I definitely was not prioritizing really important things like healthy routine and balance, and you know, things like meditating and praying as often as I would like to. These were all things that I noticed really slipped away last year. Yeah, I'm really grateful that I did have that moment to slow down and realize all of those things, because what it's meant is that for the last few days I have been trying to plan ahead for the new year, trying to integrate all of these things back into my life, and yeah, have just been trying to build habits and routines that really work for me and make me feel whole as a person. And obviously when I feel my best, that's when I'm able to create my best content and connect with you guys the best. So yeah, I'm feeling really happy because I'm finally starting to feel a lot more like myself and the person that I want to be. If you are feeling kind of a bit lost, or if you're feeling down and you can't quite put your finger as to why you are feeling in that way, I would definitely encourage you to do some reflections and to really try and pinpoint all of the things that you're doing in your life and see which ones are really serving you and adding to you, and things that are potentially not doing that, and in the process of doing that be able to really build the life where you do prioritize those things which you enjoy and subtract the things that aren't really serving you well. So I feel like that's where I've been at. I'm just really happy that I'm now in a much better place and I can finally get my 2022 started, finally get back to making videos. I'm happy that I took the time. I'm feeling a lot better. I mean, it's still a process, obviously, understanding yourself and trying to build healthy habits. And when I say healthy, I don't necessarily mean like health and fitness, although that's obviously a big part of it. I just mean things like mindfulness, and for me a big part is my religion and praying and just being at one with God and at one with everything around me. So yeah, I'm very, very happy. It's obviously going to be a process, but I think we're in a good place to be back. And yeah, something in me was just saying to share this. So now that we've done that, let's go into the exciting moving portion of this video. Behind me here are my wardrobes, which I am about to literally empty out and do this wardrobe clear out. And then whilst I do that, I'm going to update you on what's going on with the new flat. So let's go and do that. Okay, so I wish I could say that this is all that we're working with, but see this, we've got a whole other side of that there, but it's actually too messy for me to show you guys. Then we've got a whole wardrobe of jackets here, which again, such a mess and doesn't even like show how much is going on in here because it's just so packed. It literally doesn't even close properly. And then, as if it couldn't get any worse, we have this in my bathroom, which is literally like mountains and mountains of clothes, which don't fit in my wardrobe anymore, and was an attempt of me packing because I thought I was going to be moving in literally like a couple of weeks, but that didn't work out. So let's start with the moving update actually. Okay, so to put a very, very long story short, I don't know if I mentioned this in my last video, but I was actually meant to move to the new apartment literally like a couple of weeks from now. I got so excited, like I started to pack, I was ready to go, and I actually was given an offer from the landlord of this apartment that I could leave early and like they wouldn't charge me for February, which is when the tenancy actually leaves, because the new tenant moving in is ready to move in earlier. So I'm like, great. Then I literally have woken up to me not being able to leave now until February. So rather than me now moving in Jan, I'm moving in Feb, which I think is actually a blessing in disguise because it means that I'll obviously be paying my rent to stay here for February. We'll be able to basically just gradually move my stuff in bit by bit, which makes the whole moving process a lot smoother. Number two, it means that you guys are gonna get like, I guess, more grouped together content, which makes sense because I'm obviously starting with Formula E in a couple of weeks. So I'm gonna be in Saudi Arabia and then I'm gonna be in Mexico over the next few weeks, which I feel like if I popped a moving vlog in the middle of that, it could get a bit confusing. So I'm gonna get those trips done first and foremost, and then when I'm back in February, you guys are gonna get all the moving content. And on the topic of the moving content, there is one thing that I didn't mention in my last video that is still yet to be announced with the whole move, and a couple of you guys already guessed it, so comment down below what you think I might be talking about, but let's just say it makes it very exciting. Anywho, I'm definitely procrastinating now because I don't want to address all of this stuff behind me, but let's go in with the clear out. Okay guys, so we're literally in my wardrobe right now. We're getting all up close and personal, but I thought I'd show you the approach of what I'm doing with the clear out and how I'm deciding what clothes to keep. I think wardrobe clear outs are so important to do. Usually like to do 2 a year. That being said, I definitely did not do one last year, so I'm looking at a lot of clothes that need to go. All of these are going to go up on my Depop, by the way, which is just at Derin. How I'm approaching it is I'm going to pick up an item. If that item quite literally does not bring me joy, it's gotta go. And I think this is the most brutal wardrobe clear out that I've done in a while, because usually I would keep things that I could wear as just like casual outfits, but this time I'm getting rid of stuff that just does not work for me. Yeah, I think this is the first item which is gonna go. It's this really cool top from Zara that has like this cutout. I wore it in Monaco. It's such a pretty blue, especially for my skin tone, but I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. If it's not doing it for me, it's gotta go. So yeah, prepare to see a montage of me purging my wardrobe. That has gotta go, it's gotta go. Gosh, I'm actually a bit scared that I'm going to like get rid of my entire wardrobe, but Out with the old, in with the new. And guys, if you're also someone who struggles with clothes hoarding, which is the only thing I'm gonna call it, then just remember that when you sell the clothes, you get money back and you can use it to like build your dream wardrobe. Like that is the one thing that keeps me going and motivated with this, knowing that from me getting rid of it, I have an increased clothing budget for things I actually like. So yeah, this top, actually no, this top I'm keeping, I'm sorry. So this is where I'm at currently. I freed up nearly half of the space at the top, which I think is quite an accomplishment. These are the things that are going to be sold on my Depop. I've got this orange dress that I wore in Mexico. That is the most beautiful color. Although I think this is the weird thing with like presenting, right? Once you wear an item, like you can't really get away with wearing it that often. Like I'm such a big believer in outfit repeating, but sadly with this style that I have of like really colorful prints, it makes it a bit difficult. So these are some of the dresses that are going, and then I have some bodysuits. Like some of the stuff, honestly, it still has tags on it. This is from Zara. It's a really cute, okay, all right. This really cute bodysuit with puff sleeves and like this ribbing down the side, that I actually just forgot to return before like the 30 days, so I couldn't get my money back. This also still has the tag on from PLT. Just never found a wear for it. And then yeah, just some more basics. So I feel like we've got a nice selection. Well, you guys have a nice selection. Seeing some of these things, I'm like, oh, I want to keep you, but then I'm like, oh, I don't wear you. Like I've had this, for example, for 3 years, so this is definitely needed. I'm now going to tackle the bottoms. Wish me luck. I'm actually so done with myself. Half of the things that are here, guys, honestly, all with tags on, because I'm just a silly girl who forgets to return stuff on time. So this is kind of upsetting. Obviously, I'm going to sell this for a lower price than retail. It's just quite funny. If anyone's watching this, use this as a lesson to keep your receipts and return things immediately when they don't work for you, because otherwise you'll have them sitting in your wardrobe and eventually you're gonna sell them for probably much less than what you bought them from. Okay, so this is what we are working with, guys. We've got piles of things that I have committed to giving away. I'm actually very proud of myself. Who would have thought? So now is the difficult part. I have to actually try all of this on and upload them to my Depop. Honestly, pray for me as this is literally going to take hours. So yeah, I'm going to catch up with you guys in a bit. Honestly, this is the part which is not so fun. I'm also going to sort out what things are just going to go to charity instead of me selling them. So yeah, wish me luck.
2,000 years later.
Not even joking when I say I have the utmost respect for people that run either a full-time Depop shop and try on all of their clothes, or these fashion bloggers out here who do full-on try-on hauls for every video. Because I swear to God, that took it out from me. But it's now a couple of hours. I've actually just gotten changed because I'm heading out for a dinner in the next couple of hours. But in the process of doing my Depop clear out, I realized that there are a few pieces that I'm not quite ready to give away. Typical, that was to be expected, to be fair. But I think just actually need some sprucing up. And that's where the sponsor of today's video comes into play, Cricut. As I actually have a machine called the Cricut Joy, which is basically a cutting machine that you can use to DIY and personalize clothes. And honestly, just cannot get over how simple and easy it is to do it. So wanted to take you guys along with me as I do this next customization on this like little crop top. Okay guys, so this is the setup which I'm working with, which as you can see, not a lot of materials required whatsoever. Where all of the magic happens is actually on this app, which is called the Cricut Design Space. You can get it on your mobile, you can get it on your desktop, and it's literally so easy. You just go onto templates, and then as you can see, there are so many different things that you can customize. I'm going for a classic t-shirt, and then because I am unoriginal, I am actually going to go for a shape. I think I really want to do a star, So now I'm just gonna play around with the size of it and get ready to cut it. And this is the moment that you guys are gonna be literally shook because it is so quick and easy. They say that you can do this all within 15 minutes, but genuinely I find it takes actually about 5 minutes. It's so quick. Basically, I'm just gonna take the vinyl from here in the red color that I've decided to go for and load it into the machine. This is what it looks like. There's a glossy side and a matte side, and you wanna have the matte side facing up. And literally just like that, it's complete. And then now this is where this little thing comes in handy, as I'm basically going to use this to remove the excess material outside of the shape of the star so that it's just the star on here and I can transfer it on. Okay, so now that the star is all ready to be transferred on, I'm going to lay down the t-shirt flat on this like ironing mat. Then I'm just gonna sort of place out where I want the star. Then to transfer on the star, I'm gonna be using the Cricut Easy Press machine, which essentially acts as an iron. And then yeah, I'm just gonna run my Easy Press on this for about 25 seconds. And then once that's done, flip it over and do the same for about 15 seconds. And then yeah, literally wait for it to cool down and peel it off to reveal. Okay, so it's cooled down. So now is the moment of truth that I'm going to peel. Do this slowly to make sure that everything is stuck down. But so far, she is looking good. Okay. Da, 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 da. And here she is. Stop it, guys. I'm actually obsessed. How fun is this? Okay, 1 sec, I'm gonna get changed. I am actually obsessed. I've just changed my top with my outfit. I've just paired it with my leather shorts. But yeah, this is how the top turned out. I am so happy with it. Yeah, as you guys just saw, this took such a quick amount of time to do. Super fun, it's so easy, and a way of basically saving a top that otherwise I would have given away. So I think this is definitely such an amazing product that you guys should check out. And so yeah, a massive thank you to Cricut for sponsoring this part of the video, and I will leave a link in the description box for anyone who wants to check them out. Okay, so I've changed back into my black top because, as I said, I'm going out to a dinner. And knowing me, I would absolutely stain my pretty new top. But before I did go, I just got a very exciting shipping notification for my bed. If you guys watched my last video, you'll know that where I'm moving to is unfurnished, which I know is a pain, and I personally found that really frustrating at the start. But obviously anything that I buy will just move with me to every place moving forward. So with that in mind, I've been really putting my time and energy into buying pieces which are timeless and that I really love and reflect my interior style. So I'm gonna show you guys the bed that I got. Guys, how gorgeous. It's from this company called Soft Frame Designs, which I'll link below if anyone's interested. And as I'm sure you can see from the aesthetic in all of the pictures, it is just like really neutral, beautiful beds, which kind of resemble the Restoration Hardware cloud bed and cloud sofas that they do. Like, this is a good example. It was definitely a bit of a splurge, but it's one that I'm really looking forward to because in my new place, I'm after really neutral vibes, and this bed is just it for me. Like, I'll give you guys a closer look. It's just so pretty. It's a fabric and it's got the headboard and the base. So yeah, I thought I'd give you a little bit of a sneak peek into the vibe. That's what we're getting for now. I want to keep everything else a bit of a surprise for you to see as everything gets done. But yeah, that is essentially everything I wanted to show you guys and talk to you about in today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed coming along with me, and if you did, I'd love if you could let me know by hitting the thumbs up button. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any guesses as to what my next announcement is. Let me know. Also, if you want to check out Cricut, I have a link in the description box. Would definitely recommend. It's such a fun machine. I don't know if I mentioned it already, but you can actually use it to customize so many other things. It's not just clothes. Yeah, link is in the description box. But yeah, that is all from me. If you would like to keep up with more, then make sure to follow me over on my Instagram, which is just at Derin Adetosoye. But for now, I'm about to head out to this dinner, so I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!